Brazil are tournament favourites. They've not won the World Cup since 2002, but 20 years on, many have them going on to win it all over again. So, we're taking a look at a possible starting 11, given that we know the squad that are there into Qatar. Gustavo Hoffman, one of our Brazilian colleagues, has provided this for us. Ale, what do you think about this lineup?
Well, I think first of all it's set up incorrectly, but what I would suggest is Rafinha is obviously going to push up on the right-hand side. Richarlison will play more of a central role. Neymar may play underneath Richarlison, and if you play Vini Jr., then he will be on the left-hand side. Paquetá tucking in with Casemiro, and Fred, he gone. He won't be starting. That would be according to me. Now, according to Tiche, he prefers Richarlison to Gabriel Jesus or whatever other option they may have as an out-and-out striker. The question is going to be what role you give Neymar. If he has the freedom to go wherever he wants to, then that opens up the space for Vini Jr. to play on the left-hand side, and the balance will be provided by Paquetá and Casemiro.
Oh, it's not a bad squad, though, is it?
Nope.
Not a bad squad, not a bad lineup. However it ends up being.
Sometimes you're never happy. You know, your coaches always complain that they don't quite have the players that they want. He's got the complete opposite of that. He's got too many players going forward that, because of their ability, could and should play. And then how does he put them in a position where it's going to be better for the team? I mean, that's tough. I mean, you look at that lineup, that looks great. But you could totally change the front line and play a completely different way. So it's fantastic to have a load of players, but I'll tell you what's a headache for the coach to try and put them in, to try and put them together that makes a unit. So far he's done that. They haven't lost in 15 games. But I'm interested to see what it comes up with.
Not good enough to win it for Xhaka?
Just because I think Argentina, I think psychologically maybe have the edge, given what happened in the Copa America final. Argentina, 2 wins and a draw in the last 3 against Brazil. And they meet in the semi-final if everything goes according to plan. And as much as I say that, I cannot help but think back to Brazil-Tunisia. Now, they won 5-1. And honestly, that was as good a performance by an international team coming into a major tournament as I've seen. TJ does have a tendency to be a little bit more conservative, so we'll see if he goes that way against stronger opposition. But what Brazil, the display that Brazil puts on against Tunisia, opponent, okay, you take that, but it had to frighten everybody going into this tournament. But I'm nothing if I'm not hard-headed. I'm sticking with my original pick.
Isn't it incredible, though, to know that we're going to get to see this Brazil in this World Cup?
Yeah, and we've always expected Brazil to have the attacking talent, so we're not surprised about that. If Brazil goes on to win this competition, of course you're going to look at the attacking half, but it will be because of the balance that they have through the midfield and in the back line, which they always haven't had. It's a team that has been top-heavy. This time around, because Tite has had this approach of we're going to be solid through the back, we're going to solid through the midfield, guess what? Now we let our talented players take over in the final third. Take over there, we're control here. That hasn't always been the case. It is the case for Brazil now.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.